Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final match of the day for the Bet.net Challenger Series EU edition. I do believe we have one more match after this for the CIS division, so if you want to tune into that after we're done here, you can go to StarLadder CSEN3. But for now, here on StarLadder CSEN2, we have NOREG versus Pride on Cash. A bit of a must-win for both squads. Pride haven't had the best of times in this particular tournament. They've played 6 matches, of which they've won and lost exactly 3. And NOREG have had a bit more of a better performance, which is fantastic considering they are pretty much a mix of Norwegian players. But at the moment, they're approaching their final few matches here, and they are only just about within the top 4. If they lose now, I have a feeling they may get overtaken by Fragsters or Valiants, who are both sitting kind of at the same sort of level in terms of matches played and have a few more left to go. So it is a very dire predicament for both squads. They must be able to pick up this victory for separate reasons entirely. I think for NOREG, this will be their last chance to secure themselves in the top 4 position. The knife round is ready to go live. We'll see who gets their choice of side on Cash. For the general performance metrics of these guys, I know that, there hasn't been too many results that we can pull from NOREG, but in the past couple of times they've played this against Kingwin and Fragsters, they've had a very, very good performance, winning both times 16-8. But Pride, not the same sort of metrics. They are sitting about 66% of their victory, sort of like victory to loss rate. They have taken some very notable names like Gambit. So there's a lot really riding on this one, and don't really know which one to see. I've seen a lot out of NOREG, and over the past couple of weeks that I've got to cast them, I can't say I'm entirely convinced that they are one of the top teams at the moment. They have impressed me in a lot of circumstances, but overall I'm just not completely blown away by their prospect. Versus Pride, who are pretty much the exact same, to be honest. So, except bar the whole impressing me thing. So let's see whether they'll be able to win this map. It's a very crucial map. Best of 1 matchup, of course. Pistol round is ready to go live. Zevis with the defuse kit and the smoke ninja setup for the CT side. And Pride have the utility here for Manise playing support. We go straight into the default here. The T side have Luz, Exus, Tom, and Manise straight into main, putting the grenade down to flush out any early aggression, and they're going to set up for the smoke on the cross and flashbang, not wasting any time with this one. Straight up A hit coming through, and Croman's knocking him out. 2 headshots for him. Marcelius and Akez there to back him up, and a bomb has been dropped. Manise playing very far back, not be able to pick up this pistol. It will be the first round of the favour of the CT side. All he can do is fight himself out of the corner. Try to see if he can look for one frag, but that's all he will be able to find. The fuse kit recovered by Marcelius, so not really much of an issue here. Once again, the pistol goes to the favour of NOREG. No bomb plant for Pride means that we should see the force come out, but as you would standardly expect, there may be a couple of conversions going to the favour of the Norwegian team. The M4s coming out for Akez Croman. I'm glad that Croman has this weapon in his hands. Obviously, he's one of the standout performers for NOREG, and definitely a star player. 2 for Masters out, Marcelius and Nafu. That for NOREG. And Zevis is in, excuse me. Zevis is in with an MP9. It was the B-side defensive alongside Nafu. Remaining 3 players are A, passive. Eventually Marcelius will rotate. No one's taking mid control, but he'll get into Z and try to see if he can hold that off. Fortunately, there is no one here from Pride that we really need to worry about. Zevis will spot 1 man. Try to take the spray down on Manise. Knows that they're now setting themselves up here in the halls. Nafu's also ready here towards headshot. The bomb does back off. Pride set themselves up with a little bit of utility. 1 smoke from Luz to go into the bomb site. I imagine that's the smoke off Tree Cross and CT. Zevis flashes his way in, looks for a shot. Can't quite find these guys, but he will manage to get dealt with by Tom. Marcelius with a quick one-for-one trade. The gap in the smoke is pretty huge. As Blood looks like he's messed this one up. Marcelius will take him down eventually. X is going to trade, and Reeks also with a trade right back. Eventually, Nafu gains control of the man advantage, but can Tom hold on? He's got the bomb. He's snuck behind the CTs. He's gone straight back into the A-bomb site. Down towards mid. He'll get a plant. Maybe he won't actually be. He's very close on the edge. No, he'll get the plant down. Ake's not expecting him to be there, so give him credit for that one. But so that will be Pride stealing something away in this conversion. And also, 3 players falling means a bit of heavy investment to come back from NOREG. They do keep the 2 M4s, though. That's the most important thing there for NOREG. They lost for Marses, SMGs. Between Sprout and Havu, Havu won that one. 16-8 on cash, just to let you know. Pride out towards the A-bomb site in main. D250 for Maniz. And Croman aggressive with the M4. Gets caught off guard by Luz. Maniz also on the luck. Will eventually get tagged up. 5 HP. Nade. Excuse me. Wow, I don't know what's going on with my throat. Zevis will be able to finish the job. 4 versus 4. And Luz picks off Zevis as well. So actually the Pride buy still looking relatively convincing here from the T's at the moment. It's at the default 2-for-1 trade overall. Tagging up the teammates so much so. Yeah, push coming in towards the B bomb site. Marcelius has drawn the short straw in this case with just an SMG. Backed up towards default. Could find these players. Someone's waiting for it. They pop over a little bit, and now rotations will come through from the CTs. Up on the backstab. Marcelius, will they spot him? He'll take one, but that's all he will find. 2 versus 3 retake now for Nafu and Akers coming in around the backstab. Exus is ready for this, but he's covering off Vent at the moment. Akers looking to try and take him down. Maybe they might just go right past him. He could set up a counter backstab to this backstab. Luz will get taken out. X is spotted, tagged up, dinked up. Nafu takes him down. And it's a 1 versus 1. 2K for whoever wins this one. Tom for the T side, Akers for the CT side. As he makes his way up ramp, he does end up falling as Pride will take their first on the T side board. The force buy in that round, making it the steal. Actually, no, we'll have no money to buy into this next round, so we should be seeing the eco. Basic USPs, doesn't look like they're intending to buy. A Deagle will come out from Akers, but just upgrades on these pistols, no armor. Not much, well, some armor, some utility. They're going to go with quite a little bit, actually. A Quasi into this round with 4 smokes, 2 flashbangs. Let's see what NOREG can do here. Molotow's flashbangs over him, and he's trying to open up the site for his teammates, and he'll go out towards forklift area as well. Catch off the vision of one. Akers is going to go falling as the first frag to the favour of the T-side, but Croman trades reads right back and gets that all-important M4 back into his hands. CT's also be there for rotation and help being able to hold down an angle here, but as soon as they see no presence, they may end up rotating right back, and yeah, Marcelius is on his way to the B site. Romani is catching both of these players off guard, spraying his way on through and tagging Nafu down. And Zera's going to make his way in. Tom's going to hear this. Luz will peek it and take him back out the action. 3v4. AK swapped around between players who are tagged up and players who are not. Exus will start to lead the charge. Croman will get taken out by Maniz, so rifle down. Nafu will get one, try and lock the cross, but the smoke has gone down and he can spam it all he wants, but nothing will come through for it. Might just be better to grab that AK and run for it. He will end up falling, and Marcellus is the last man left. 1v3 out towards Truck. Exus, when he peeks, this should be able to spot him and take him right out of the action. But he's going to run back. He's going to go out towards Zed. Spotted out by Exus, who'll take his head off his shoulders. So nothing will be recovered by NOREG in that round, unfortunately. The quasi buy means that they won't have enough to buy it back here, and they'll have to wait for the 3 rounds of lost bonus before they can get rifles and a full buy in. Surely this next one should be basic USP. Is a Deagle going to come out from Nafu still? A flashbang from Zeres with a P250, so minimal investment at the moment here from the CT side. I'm going to give away too much. They're just going to hold on to the money as much as they can and buy into it in the next one. They're trading 2 for 1 at least, so Croman and Nuff are able to do some damage towards mid. The bomb will go down. Akez has a gun to work with, and someone else may be able to get one too. Wow, actually the USPs are doing their damage. Reese is going to fall suddenly. It's a 4-on-2 situation. Retaking coming from NOREG. 2 AKs recovered. Luz will trade out one, however. Nuff is going to end up falling, but X is still alone in the site, burning alive. He takes down one, pinned in a corner, turns on Marcellus, but Zeres trades him out 1 versus 1, P250. Can he get the headshot on Luz? No. There's NOREG come to life out of nowhere in that eco. Do serious damage to the Pride T side. Open 4 rifles now out for both sides in this buy round. NOREG putting a massive dent in the economy of Pride at the moment. Doing very good. Marcellus, the op shot takes himself a second. Wadaka's playing distraction as well. He's gained mid control, but he's challenged by Maniz here. Watching out Zed, looking in from the boost spot. Where comes that from Luz for Zeres, but he can't find it. Maniz will look towards this direction. Zeres is not going to peek it. He's going to hold back and wait for a T-side player to peek to him. Together, Luz can't see anything. Maniz is not going to catch anyone back here towards counter boost either. Zeres will eventually peek it, but eventually just pop the vent back. Might just retreat through there. Luz has already decided that he's just gone ahead and done that. We'll gain some control here towards that vent position in midline. 45 seconds remain here for Pride. As Reeds does take Zeres back to the 3 versus 3. They're going to take that frag, rotate back into mid. Meanwhile, Croman's aggressing against Luz. Is he going to catch this player off? No. He's got a very nice backstabbing player that could come up to really shut down Pride, especially when they're running out of time. He takes a bomb planter down now. That could be round victory for NOREG. He's going to rotate back and hold off the A site instead, which is where they're going to be going towards. They're going to expect this angle towards main. Surely they might not, but Croman, 10 seconds remain. Pride will make their way onto the A bomb site. Luz is going to get this plant down. Now the retake will be in effect for the CT side. Maniz will still take Marcellus to 20 HP, so damage will be done by the AWP to the AWP once again. He's catch off Croman as well, as eventually the backstab does come into effect, but it fails. Another CTs. Well, what can they do from here? Man down. HP, major advantage to the T side. And Maniz setting up a backstab of his own. 1 kill, 2 kills, not quite. Nafu will deal with him, grab that AWP, but he is running for the hills as Pride will take a 4th round on this T side. And NOREG, 4 rounds of lost bonus at least. That's a small silver lining to it. Outside of this AWP, it will be not a whole lot from NOREG. Nafu and Zeres will buy in with armor and upgraded pistols. Unless these 3 Deagles do major damage and land some serious headshots, I just don't see it being a favour NOREG round. Okay, with the Deagle, trying to see if he can get a good position here towards Forklift. Ready and waiting for one of the prior players to move out. Open door, can't see Akez. Molotov actually will flush him out of position, so Reitz will spot his head and take it off his shoulders. Coming left with this Deagle again, he's got to be spectacular. These Deagles must land the heads. No armor. So it's all Angels. Marcellus will connect onto Luz. Croman drops X's, looks back in. He connects a headshot on the second. Tom will still be there up on the rafters, trying to see if he can turn this to a 2 versus 2, but he drops in, doesn't expect Nafu in the corner. 2 AKs recovered, and Moniz is alone. 1 versus 3. Backed into a corner, back behind the forklift. Zeres will finish the job. 3 AKs recovered, make that 2 and an AWP. And that's a round stolen away by the NOREG CT side. Fourth spy now from Pride. The pistols, the armor, quite a lot out in this round. A heavy investment for them. They want to try to steal this away from NOREG in the same way that NOREG did to them, but NOREG did it on a half bite. So they have plenty of money to replay into this round now. Ooh, spotted by Moniz, but Moniz doesn't get the headshot. So the first kill does not go traded back by the CT side. Grenades and flashbangs come out. Moniz takes that basically full frontal. Completely blinded off by it, but the push comes through and it doesn't amount to anything here for Pride. Because once again they fall to pieces. Once again it's a 2-on-5. Bomb could get towards A unless Croman has this locked down, and he does. 2 kills for him, spraying down Moniz. Reitz is left alone. Out towards quad. Could get the drop on Croman. Indeed he does. Takes down 1, but no. Akez deals with him just as quickly. And NOREG equalised 4-4 now. And the ecos come out. Full eco for Pride in this one. The Glocks, the P250 from Moniz, but that's it. No armor, no utility whatsoever. Incendiary's landing from Croman as well. He's just on point with his positioning, his utility, and his aim. X's tagged up very hard and taken down by Croman. 2 kills for Croman at least, tagged up to 16 HP. Tom tries to see if he can get him back. Maybe a chance here, but the Glock's doing minimal amounts of damage and NOREG. Just ensuring the bomb does not make its way onto the site, ensuring Pride do not gain economy boost. Tom, well, at least get Akez at least, so that's 1 frag, but it's only 1. And I'm forward to the hands of Marcellus anyway, so NOREG take back the lead away from the Pride T side, 5-4. 4 AKs out for Pride in this one. The 4x coming through. MP7 for Exus though. Set up towards A site. Counter boost coming out from NOREG. Zeres could just shut this whole push down if he gets there in time. Find anything? No, it's Croman. Zeres lining them up, shutting them down. 2 kill for Zeres. And Maniz and Luz are the last two left. We'll get themselves 2 frags back, so suddenly this turns back to doable. Croman and Marcellius, the AWP and the main AK. He's going to give away his position. He now knows that. I think the CTs just want to hold back and make sure that this bomb does not get picked up. It's been dropped in the open thanks to the backstab of Zeres. Of course, Croman from Squeaky. 45 seconds remaining. Spotted, but Luz can't connect the frags. The AK rotates back away instead. Maniz will hear these footsteps, though. Surely he must know that he's here towards Forklift. They'll call that out to Luz, trust if he can take the fight and win it out. He'll spray on through, but no, he's missing these shots every time. Eventually, the third spray lands its way onto Ward him, and he opens up the squeaky door to give himself a little bit extra cover. Marcellius has got Maniz. Luz trades him very, very quickly indeed. And Luz gets a 4K to recover Pride's scenario. Double AWPs in play for Marcellius and Croman. 3 M4s for NOREG, and Pride have the AKs out. Luz instantly in. Great flashbang from his teammates, and he gets almost both frags. Akers will be dropped just below half HP, but he stays alive, and Marcellius takes 1 more frag. 2 for 1. Now we're going to 4-on-3 situation, splitting the A site and B site 2 for 2. No one towards mid, but I don't think it matters. Maniz has mid control, and we'll go back towards the vents. They've got to pop this open as well, so when his teammates run forward, it's with the chance, unless Akers can catch him off guard, and it looks like he might just do. Crouching behind the icebox, swats him out, sprays him down. A 2K for him to hold out middle extremely well on low HP, and well, the utility placement is just fantastic here from the CT side. Reek's almost burning alive. Taking a grenade straight to the face as well. It's eventually Marcellius' Molotov that does burn him alive. A tick was all he needed, and a tick is all he'll find. Exus 1v4. Backstabbing coming from Croman as well with the AWP. He can just sit back here and just make sure he doesn't get towards Dumpster. Let his teammates do the rest of the work. Smokes go down. Exus spotted. Marcellius takes him out. 3K for him. NOREG hold on to the round. Hold on to the lead. Pride now, single loss bonus. They're going to force the issue back away from NOREG. They're going to invest in the CZs, the P250s, Kevlar helmets, etc. A little bit of utility smoke on the cross. Looks like there's going to be a very basic hit coming in with, actually no, an execution, a pistol execution coming out to smoke off some key positions on the map. And lo and behold, the CTs have a passive hold, so they are going to get flushed out very quickly here. Exus just spamming his way on through. The bomb will go down. Scenario lands and Tom gets pushed out back towards quad. NOREG's still on a 5-on-5, so they can make this work so long as the AWPs are clinical and the M4s do most of the heavy lifting. Great Molotov in towards quad to try and flush them out. Maniz will still take the fight, focuses on 2 different players and pays for it. Zeres and Marcellius get fragged. X is trying to look to try and back, but he's only gotten 1 frag. Here's one player above him. Akers has read this. He's going to get taken down. Where was the communication? NOREG. Toms takes nothing back to a 2 versus 2. Another run on through. Marcellius for the CZ takes the first man. Luz will close the door. He's got to open it back. He's got to take both these headshots. Looks on through. Shuts down Zeres. And Marcellius hasn't got time. Luz, the hero of the round, and Pride's forced by. They'll all die, but they will steal it and even the scoreline back to 6-6. What a play from Lars. NOREG's communication looked beyond something else right back there. Someone must have called out that Exodus was towards the forklift. So why did Akez not check it? Ran straight through the rafters, looking on towards the site. Didn't try and deal with him. And he paid the price for it. Flashbang's over. Pride think this is going to be an eco. It's in fact a force back here from the CT side, but it doesn't matter. They make it work anyway. Straight in. Tom and Moniz getting 3 frags between them. Marcelius and Nafu with the M4 and the AWP might just be better off to fall out and save it. I'll challenge for it, and Nafu will pay for it. It's all Marcelius with the AWP 1v5. Moniz hears him. And too close with this Mac 10. We'll find the headshot. We'll find the kill. They'll bring it all back to the T side for their 7th round. They have taken a very nice lead here, Pride. Now an eco for NOREG. They've got no options. They've got no choice. Go towards the mid stack and rotate back towards A, because that's where Pride have been mostly all the rounds that they've won so far. Maybe a decent setup for it, mate. Brees are going to spot him at least, so some good shots from him and peaks. Moniz can't have a quick scope. CZ trying to do its damage, eventually will land it. But now, the CT just getting picked apart from passive positions. Eventually Marcelius will find one. Surely that's it right here. Nafu? Oh, maybe not. One more frag. Eventually Tom's Glock will finish the job. 3k for him. 8 rounds on the board for Pride. And NOREG have a buyback here. M4's coming to play. Nafu, Zeris, Marcelius, Akez, and Croman with the 5th. Kevlar, but no head armor. That's fine. 4 AKs and an open play for Pride means that their head armor is going to be basically useless. So they invest it into 5 smokes, 4 flashbangs, with 3 HEs. Not the best buy in the world for NOREG, but they could still do worse. Flashbang smokes go over. Great grenade from Zeris to kick things off against Tom. 54 HP down immediately. I think he got Reeds in that explosion as well. Certainly looks like it. And Zeris in the counter boost. Will they spot this? Will they expect this? It looks like they're both looking towards this angle. They'll catch Reeds off guard. There he goes. Reeds burns Akez alive, however, but Zeris connects a second, making it 2 for 1. Akez kind of suppressed there by the CTs from the mid-garage position. Goes back as a result. Lars spraying his way on through, trying to catch a good lit against it, but all he receives is damage back away. As NOREG's counter-aggression works. The T-side are down a foot because of it. 4 versus 3 still. Zeris is forced out of position. 13 HP, but still gets Lars on the frag. Marcelius there to back him up towards mid, taking out Moniz. And Tom in a 1 versus 4. Zeris with a 3k. Will peek out, try and make it a 4th. Risky considering he's got 13 HP, but his teammates are there for the trade regardless, so it doesn't really matter. This should be a 7th round on the board for NOREG. I do not see Tom winning this one. Make his way out. Croman on the aggressive luck to call out information, hearing footsteps towards mid. That if his hearing is good enough, he'll be able to tell exactly where they're coming from, where they're going. Spamming spray. Eventually, it is Marcelius to take down Tom, as Zeris does bait him out towards the sandbags. And there we are. A very close half overall from NOREG and Pride. Pride do take it overall. Now, I'm not sure how warped these stats are, but I'll give you a quick little insight into NOREG's round balance. They win 71% of their T-side rounds versus 28% of CT rounds. So what does that tell you about this T-side? This could be a very, very stomping second half here from the Norwegians, but Pride will try and not make it so. They have got themselves a counter boost directly in play. Exus and Tom looking for early frags, but they'll only find players and back right off. Shots on shots. Pride backing away into more passive positions. Pride are still in the default right now. And NOREG starting to amalgamate to a push back towards Squeaky they are. Tom and Exus have this crossfire locked. Exus ready and waiting. It's eerily quiet on Cash, I do have to admit. Here comes the utility. Smoke towards Highway. A flashbang to enter. The cross is open, but here they come. Exus and Tom. Tom immediately down. Exus gets himself 2 kills, though. Nafu trades. And Zeres looks for a dink. Takes Luz out of the action eventually to get the bomb plant down for NOREG. Two CTs that remain. Creep around the backhand side of NOREG's line. Meniz in particular looking for it. He's taking shots. Marcelius now knows, and he'll look for Reitz. Men are peeking in from the main position of the site itself. They'll both come through. Marcelius gets one. Traded back. No, Nafu saves his life just in time. And equalises the scoreline. To bring the pistol. Potentially a couple more rounds to the favour of the Norwegian team. To CZs, 2 Deagles. Kevlar helmets across the CT board. Reitz in an early position. News will start to push up. Getting a bit more aggressive against NOREG. Could find a little bit more of than he can shoot, but with the CZ, anything's possible. Catches Akez, but Marcelius trades him right back. 4v4. So initial aggression from the CT side is shut down, but Meniz has set up his teammate Luz here towards the lockers. .50 seconds left, and the T side start to set up their executions. Reitz is still here towards Checker's position. They're going to look for him. They're going to take the fight. They end up falling to Nafu. They've got to look for Exus as well. They know he's out towards Heaven, but he's the last line of defense for the B side. He's going to push back passive immediately. The bomb will go down. And surely this is not a retake that they can win. Luz will be holding from the halls, trying to look for exits, but Tom and Exus backed out towards Squeaky. They're not even going to bother taking this round. It's just better to save that Kevlar helmet on the part of Tom. So the first conversion, the 9th round overall, will sit to the favour of NOREG. Luz gets 2 Eagles out. That's good shooting onto Pro and Zemis. Nafu will take him down though. Damage done to NOREG at the very least for Pride in that round. They could do more damage in this eco, even if they can get 2 frags, reforce the buy on 2 more players, deny that economy from really getting started. We're looking at great opportunities here for Pride. Reset, equalize, take the lead away. Anything you can say, it's all eventually an option here for the Polish team. But they have lost the first man. Extra peak and aggressive Tom. CZ Kevlar helmet in play. 55 seconds left on the clock here as the CTs make their way aggressive back out towards B halls. Are no T's to find this time at Croman. Should be able to hear these footsteps and at least hear the utility. Maybe cover off for it, potentially take one of these guys down. Bomb will make his way towards A. They've only got to deal with the minis. Taken out by the headshots. The taps coming in from Marcelius. Bomb will go down. 3v5. Pride might go for this, you know. Why not? They are going to get a full buy in the next round anyway. The only thing of value they can save in this round is the Kevlar helmet for Tom. He is going to take point on this re-aggression, though. Try to look for a player from out of Squeaky, but NOREG have got this pretty much down pat. Tom's going to hear some footsteps around him. I see if he can take down Akers. Indeed he does. It's an exit frag. Damage done again. That's what Pride need to do. And Zeris is in no position to reclaim this AK-47. Eventually, Tom and Reitz through 4 lives as the last band remaining. One more frag. Not quite, unfortunately. And NOREG only have to invest down on one more player. AK's coming out, dropped away. Zeris might want to consider buying up as well, but you could still hold on to this UMP, get a value out of it. If you can get one frag, then it'll be good enough. So, economy starting to level out for NOREG. The foundations of this money line is starting to form. Pretty desperately need to find it. Single up in play from the CT side in the hands of Exus. Playing it towards mid of the icebox. Flashbangs come over, but Tom and Reitz lock it down. Small gaps is all they need. Pride deny every opportunity available to the T side. Not a single man will fall for Pride. As Reitz picks up a 3K. And NOREG are stopped rolling, dead in their tracks. With a buy to think about. An opportunity available for Pride. The CTs get the AKs, the AWP, the M4 out. They've recovered so many AKs off the back of that. So many players held out in those halls. As a result, most of this head armor is basically going to get negated from NOREG. Applying anyway. Ake is aggressive. The flash in. Tom is going to be there. Then Croman and Nuff are going to deal with him. Exus with the AWP will train things back to a 3 versus 3. Try to look for a second frag, but flashed out. Nafu eventually trades him out and takes him down, bringing the man advantage to the favor of the T side. There are still Moniz and Reitz left in play. Reitz back towards Zed. Moniz up here on the rafters, looking for anything he can towards me, but he won't spot vision of anyone. Did he read onto where Nafu is? He looked like he did for a second. Key position from Nafu, and Moniz does not read it at all. NOREG hold down towards mid and into the highway position. A little bit of time to think. Where would you like to go, guys? B or A? Vents or highway? CT or standard? Looks like it would be standard highway. All 3 players pushing up. They've got to deal with these right here. And Zera spots him. Jumps, can't take the headshot, but the 1-for-1 trade comes through, leaving Reitz alone. good angle here above Marcelius. The problem is the man towards the vents. The vents? The main, excuse me. But Marcelius, it doesn't matter for him. He will look for a pixel, land it directly on the last man. Bringing 11 back to NOREG. And Pride on that round will have their loss bonus reset, but they've had a decent amount of money remaining. Oh, you're going to invest just 1 M4 and Reach and have upgraded pistols for a couple of the players. USPs for Exus and Luz. Marcelius peeks. And finds Maniz peeking all the same. NOREG found this first frag. They're just going to play this one carefully for the moment. Marcelius is caught off guard by the 2 CTs, the Deagle and the P250. Peeking up, tagging with 2 HP. Meanwhile, over towards the B site, Zebus is going to pick up Exus, opening up the entire site for them. Pride have Reach rotating close, the M4 in his hands, but multiple away immediately. I'm just going to spam his way on through, try to find anything that he can. He's inches away from picking up Marcelius. I think Marcelius was behind a wall, though, so... It's okay for the moment for the P250 wallbangers, but... The bomb goes down. Pride have no control over the B-bomb site, and with only 1 M4 with armor and 2 players playing eco, you can just imagine that they only want to save it. There's nothing really available for them in options. So there we go, 12 on the board for the Norwegian team. NOREG. Now 3 rounds in the lead above Pride. They've only gained 1 CT round so far. This may all be about to change. They've got the M4 that they say, and they're going to have a full buy in this one. AWP for Maniz. 4 M4s in check. Head armor for some reason. We never thought that Reitz and Tom could invest into another piece of utility. Luz, sure, he's got a full set, but those 2 players in particular. Now, even Maniz to a lesser extent, he's got the AWP, so hopefully he's just focusing on frags for this round. He's playing out towards checkers, trying to hold off NOREG players as they make their way into the B bomb site. The defaults have been centered around B quite frequently this time around. Into the early default, they will just play relatively passive along their lines, try and look for whatever they can. I think they've got 1 player on that counter boost. Yeah, Exus is ready and waiting to peek up. He could find 2 frags. He's going to hear the bomb getting dropped. But when will he aggress this, or is he just going to wait for the T side to peek up and challenge him? Catch them off surprise. Molotov's come together. He's going to see lots of it. Oh, the utility's together, and he sprays it on through. 2 kills for him. Totally untraded by NOREG. Pride will look for a little bit more. Maniz, aggressive on Croman, puts the AWP straight to him, shutting him down. Nafu and Marcelius, the last 2 of NOREG, and a 2-on-5. All gone so sour for the T's. Did not expect Exus at all, and Exus timed it right to get himself the maximum amount of frags. Couldn't quite get that 3rd one, but fortunately he was out of position, so it's not that much of a loss. $20 seconds remaining. Here they come. Final push into the A site. Exus will shut it down. A 4K for him as he eventually finds the frag that he was looking for back towards counter boost. And recovers that 2nd AWP as well for Pride. As the Polish squad try and reset NOREG again as they try and force them down here. There's no loss bonus obviously for the T side, but they've got cash in the reserves. They will invest into that. AWP and 4 AKs. They lose this. There's a good chance that Pride will even up against them. At the very least, Actually, at the very least, they probably will end up evening up against them. Into the defaults they go. This time towards the B side. Exus is ready with his AWP already. The first shot has rung through. A great grenade, however, from him. Tags Nafu and Akez extremely low. He's ready for this. Here they come. Quickly into the site. He spots them both and he takes out Chroman for a drop in the bomb. Akez will fall. Nafu will trade. And Marcellus will get Tom 3 versus 3. But Luz on the backstab. Back in towards Vents. Will shut him down. Nafu will deal with him. He's got to get back on towards the bomb. He's got to go pick it up as Marcellus falls. He's the last man remaining. And Pride have an AWP and an M4 to try and retake the site. It's not necessarily a retake in official sense that the bomb is planted. They've got control over this, and Nafu suddenly doesn't. Molotov's ring grenade. One tick's all they need, but Uni steals it away. The AWP directly on the head. Splatters his brains all across the wall. And now it brings Pride within 1 of NOREG's lead. Three P250s, 2 Glocks. That's the eco out for NOREG at the moment here. Flashbang's over. Luz forced back. Chroma's going to try aggress this one. Reeds will get dealt with first. He turns the Glock on towards him. Nafu takes down Luz. The AWP can't hit his shots. Beniz are going to get forced back towards a much more standard position towards the cross. He spots all these players. Connects himself on one, but can't get the second. Eventually finds it on Zeves. Gets creeped up close, and Chroman will deal with him. And the pure rush from the NOREG eco suddenly puts him in a 3 versus 2 with rifles to spare. Bomb will get planted. Tom and Exus on a pretty difficult retake, all things considered. It's still towards the A site. It is the easier of the sites for Marcellus. Putting the AWP straight to Tom's brain. We'll shut him down. That leaves only Exus, a 1v3. He's taking the first man. Doesn't know where Chroman is, even though he's 3 HP. A single grenade that he's just used will do the damage. The CZ's out, takes him down, looks for Akez, turns his way on through, but Akez wins out the spray, doesn't win out the kill. Eventually the second phase will finish the job, and NOREG, just when you thought Pride were going to even up against them, put the eco straight into the aggression, and they steal a round away from Pride again. Last bonus reset, but fortunately that economy had a bit of time to build, so Pride will force back into this one, try and set the war of attrition against NOREG. AWP for Marcellus, 4M4, AWP, AK-47s, excuse me. The M4s and the FAMAS is out for Pride, but Luz has a CZ. Heading in towards the main position, which he needs. He peeks out, takes Marcellus, looks for Akez, but Akez has the crossfire locked in alongside Zeves, and they will trade him back for 4 versus 4. Luz also close towards the garage area, picks up Chroman. It's an AK to work with, but 2-for-1 trade. Favorable to the CT side. They can probably make this retake work. And Exus just gets around the backstab. Looks for Zeves. Spams him down. Drops the AWP. And a spray from Luz just keeps on going. Dropping the bomb. Nafu left alone to try and clutch this a 4K clutch. He'll take one, but that's all he will be able to find. 13-2. 13-12, sorry. Let's get it right. There is big old 1 in front of that 2. And NOREG will take a tactical pause, understandably so. Considering they were on the verge of shutting down Pride. If they won that round, that probably would be game to them. At the very least, match point. But more than likely, game to NOREG. And again, a very important game. Stressed this at the start of the show. I'll stress it again. NOREG are only just clinging onto their top 4 spot, and they're challenged by many a team. One of which may become Pride, who still have loads of games left in. They take this next victory, they can overtake Kingwin. They take the next victory after that, they can overtake Havu and Valiant, and maybe even Fragsters after that. And suddenly, you're in a 4-way tie for NOREG Red Reserve, Fragsters and Pride. So Sure, there's a lot of potential you've got to think about, but NOREG can't afford to let Pride win now for their own sake, as well as their future in the tournament. They have the eco, it gets shut down. And now we're all equalized at 13 rounds apiece. The buy is in effect for NOREG. This is what they want. Marcellus on the AWP. He will find Luz. Nice start. Takes him down. Meanwhile, Tom's down towards the sandbags. He looks for Nafu. He knows exactly where he is. He's pinned by loads of T-side players now. 2 in particular out towards the midline. He tries to smoke his way off, but there's now even more support coming in towards the counter. His Chroman spotted. Edge of the smoke. Tom takes him down. Looks for Zeves as well. The smoke doesn't land. He's still holding Tank. He's taking himself 2 frags and exercises a backstab together. He is so ready. He can shut down the AWP, and indeed he does. Pride now in full control of this one. As Axis turns a double kill of his own, and Nafu is the last man left, still trying to challenge Tom. Has no idea the CT side are rotating in for the backstab. That's 4 players staying alive for Pride. As NOREG just couldn't deal with the mid presence from 1 player. That's what stopped them. The fact they couldn't trade Tom, they focused so much on him, they didn't realize the backstabs were coming in. No one was calling information. Marcellus was picked apart, and that was the end of it. Pride retake their lead. Something they haven't had for a very long time in this game, above NOREG, and NOREG will go for the forced buy. They don't want to play for OT. They really want this game. They want to steal this away from Pride now. So here we go, Tom. Oh, nice spot on Marcellus. That should all cause a CT rotation out here. There's only 1 man to be dealing with it. That's Exus on the AWP, and he's down and out. Fake out from NOREG just by getting information for the CT, so just by giving a little bit of info away. They've managed to turn this to a retake situation. Meniz will take Zeves out, take down one of the lurkers. For Marcellus as well, now knows where he is, and now the T's, there's a backstabbing effect from the CT side. Here we go. Reitz up to challenge. Luz will go forward into Chroman's AWP. Man advantage for NOREG. And Aka's going to peek on through, get the headshot the first. Tom traces right back out. Still to the man advantage of NOREG. As Pride to fight their way back in. Marcellus suppressed. Back towards Forklift. And Meniz will connect 2. Look for Nafu, the AWP. The last man left is going to stall for time. Tom's got none. He's got to stick this. And Nafu will connect it. The AWP at close. 14 to 14. And he will go up in the flames. But now we are all equalized. Double AWP. 3 M4s. 2 AKs. The buy coming out from NOREG is hard. Two UMPs and a Galil. It's not the best setup for the T side. Early peaks, NOREG. Know how much lies in this round, as does Pride. Both teams investing hard. All 5 players spending what they can in a forced buy situation. They are in desperate need of this round because the winner is most likely to take the game as a result. As I was saying, both teams need this victory. 45 seconds to go. Bomb rotating towards Squeaky. Luz is going to aggress towards main, taking Marcellus. Aka's late, and here they come out of the Squeaky door. Luz connects 1, the second. And not quite the third, but he's got the info available. Marcelius has to turn his gun on towards his man right here before he gets one more frag, and he will equalize at a 3-3. But the health is so low for the T side. Tom's got such a good position to work off of here with the AWP. No, Nafu takes him down. The UMP works up, but the CTs are close, and the grenade finishes off Marcelius. And Exis will peek, spots Nafu. Nafu's blind, he has no idea what's going on. It's all Zeres with the AWP. Peeking towards the left, peeking towards the right. The elder AWP of Maniz is looking for the final frag, and he sends out a double kill to bring Pride to match point. NOREG with one final force buy. They need this round desperately. It's tactical pause for Zeres. Tactical pause for NOREG. So here we go. I would put this force buy a little bit lower, but it's CZ's in play at the moment. And let's be real, anything can happen with CZ's. UMP as well for Nafu is going to be taking the brunt of the force hit from NOREG on their T side. Smoke's down. Cross is locked, a minute still left to go. NOREG are pushing this bomb in towards the A side. They managed to suppress as many players as they can, but the CTs in mid have it all locked down. Reitz and Tom, between them they get 3, and now it's up to Zeres and Nafu. 2v5. This is such a difficult situation to fend off the CTs from. Manir's peeking, AWP in hand. Nafu's just ready and waiting. Molotov will push Zeres out of position. Nafu goes out to the open, takes Exis down, looks for his second man, can't quite do it. It's all Zeres. A 1 versus 4, low HP. He'll get one, but that's all he will find. It's GG as Pride take their all-important 16-14. And they put themselves in serious contention now for some very nice placings as we approach the end of the Challenger Series group stage. They equalize against Kingwin. I think they actually overtake them. They got up to 4 victories. There's still 5 games left for Pride as well. Still plenty of opportunities to climb that ladder, get into that top 4. NOREG will stay where they are, but they've got only 1 game left to secure their place. They're at the bottom of the top 4. So there is a lot of work that needs to be done from that particular squad. So that's going to be it from us here today at the Bet.net Challenger Series. Tomorrow we'll have even more action. For the time being, that's it from us here at the EU side of things. I'm pretty sure the CIS side of things has also ended as well. So thanks once again for joining us. Thanks for joining me as well. I've been your caster, Switchblade Joe. You can follow me on Twitter by hitting the exclamation mark caster command in the Twitch chat if you so care enough. So once again, matches on tomorrow. Check all the HLTV listings and you'll find all that you must know. And hopefully tomorrow we'll see some very, very interesting CS indeed. It's Pride to close out the night on a high. And NOREG in some serious trouble for the end of the tournament.